Peace to you. What's going on, beautiful people? It is a beautiful night. It's nighttime. I don't really do videos at night, but hey, what's going on? It's night. Today is the Master Key System. It's been a little minute, but hey, we're back at it with chapter 17. So if you do not know, my name is SeaJay. This book can help us gather our thoughts. It can help us ultimately create our reality, use the energies that be and the forces and the laws that are here within this universe, on this earth, to help us create our reality for ourselves instead of allowing reality to create us. Okay, all the programs that are here that we just may be blind to and just going with the motions, well, we will create our own motions so that we can create our own reality. And this book will give us tools, not answers, tools. You utilize them the way you want to utilize them to receive the benefits or the blessings that you would ultimately want to receive. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm just gonna go through the introduction and then I'm gonna hit a few bullet points and then we're gonna get into the application. Okay, a little meditation or just some focus or concentration on a particular thing. So stay all the way through to the end and let's get to the application so we can utilize and activate this type of energy or content or message or information to our highest, for our highest benefit. So here is the introduction. The kind of deity which a man consciously or unconsciously worships indicates the intellectual status of the worshipper. Ask the Indian of God, and he will describe to you a powerful chieftain of a glorious tribe. Ask the pagan of God, and he will tell you of a god of fire, a god of water, a god of this, that, and the other. Ask the Israelite of God, and he will tell you of the God of Moses, who gave us the 10 Commandments. The so-called heathen made graven images of their gods, whom they were accustomed to worship. But among the most intelligent, at least, these images were but the visible fulcrums with which they were enabled to mentally concentrate on the qualities which they desired to externalize in their lives. We of the 21st century worship a God of love in theory, but in practice, we make for ourselves graven images of wealth, power, fashion, custom, and conventionality. We fall down before them and worship them. We concentrate on them, and they are thereby externalized in our lives. The student who masters the contents of Part 17 will not mistake the symbols for the reality. He or she will be interested in causes rather than effects. He or she will concentrate on the realities of life and will then not be disappointed in the results. So ultimately what I get from this introduction is, who do you listen to? You know, I write some stuff down, you know, when I read this so I can, you know, have some things to talk about whenever I do the video. And ultimately what I got from this is, who do you listen to? As it says, back in the day, you know, people worship gods. Even now, people worship gods. And the qualities or characteristics that they like within that God that they worship, they tend to take on those characteristics, or those characteristics that they like in somebody else or a God or an influencer that they look up to. They start to externalize those characteristics in their own life. So who do you look up to? Do you look up to a particular rapper, a celebrity, a politician, a philosopher, a doctor? Whoever you look up to and you idolize or you really want to be like, be careful, because you may be taking on some of their characteristics or qualities and externalizing it in your life. And if it's something that you don't necessarily want, you just look up to somebody, or you really like somebody because they're entertaining, or you know, they're funny, or you know, they have a lot of money, and you don't care how they got it. You just want what they got, and you want to do what they did. But you don't necessarily look at it insightfully, or you don't look at, you know, how you're gonna have to get there. You don't really care about it. You just want the end goal. Be mindful, because you may end up going down a path or creating a reality for yourself that isn't very fulfilling, because a lot of these people we look up to now don't even want to be themselves. They've gotten to a certain place where they are in the limelight and they may look successful to you, but their soul is dead, or their soul is crying for authenticity or for their vessel to get back to who they truly were. And they're trying to not even be themselves, they're trying to be somebody else while you're trying to be this empty soul. You know, if you know what I'm saying. So in this introduction, I kind of get, who do you listen to? Who do you look up to? And really start to be mindful of the people that you want in your circle, or the people that you want to look at or listen to. Maybe it's a artist, a singer, the person you want to look at, listen to, be like, more so in your life. You know, just be cautious about it, because those things impact your reality. So now I'm gonna go over to number 6. Concentration is much misunderstood. There seems to be an idea of effort or activity associated with it, when just the contrary is necessary. The greatness of an actor lies in the fact that he or she forgets him or herself in the portrayal of their character, becoming so identified with it that the audience is swayed by the realism of the performance. This will give you a good idea of true concentration. You should be so interested in your thought, so engrossed in your subject, as to be conscious of nothing else. Such concentration leads to the intuitive perception and immediate insight into the nature of the object concentrated upon. Concentration does not mean mere thinking of thoughts, but the transmutation of these thoughts into practical values. The average person has no conception of the meaning of concentration. There is always the cry to have, but never the cry to be. They fail to understand that they cannot have one without the other, that they must first find the kingdom before they can have the things added. Momentary enthusiasm is of no value. It is only with unbounded self-confidence that the goal is reached. All right, so 6 and 10 focus on concentration. And according to, the text in this book, concentration is probably not something, as it says in here, of what you might have thought. Get rid of the definitions that you've been told and just kind of reanalyze this word concentration. Effective concentration is basically focusing or being absorbed so much in something that you become it. It's not so much about just thinking and doing, it's about being. And like it said, people want so much, they cry out so much to have or to want, but they don't cry out so much to be. They don't put in the effort to be. So whatever you want, if you want to, be something, you have certain goals and you want to become somebody that has their own beauty shop, or you want your own mechanical shop, instead of wanting and putting out a frequency or a signal out into the universe of I want to own my own beauty shop, start putting out a frequency of being. That way that frequency is stronger and it's more authentic and deep. And then you'll start to become the version of yourself that is the owner of that beauty shop or mechanic shop. Because whenever you're wanting, you aren't necessarily putting out a signal that is going to attract things to you that give you necessarily like what you want or what you want to have as a business owner. You'll be attracting people that just you'll be attracting people, situations, opportunities, and different energies that will keep on making you feel like you want to be a business person instead of already being it. You'll start to answer your phone differently. You'll start to conversate with people differently. You'll start to think about things in a whole different way whenever you become what you want to be instead of wanting what you want to be. if you catch my drift, is if you resonate with this. If you resonate with what I'm saying, give me a big thumbs up, comment down below, okay? So concentrate effectively and so intently that you become that which you want to have. That's what I get from 6 and 10. So now I'm gonna go over to 22. Intuition arrives at conclusions without the aid of experience or memory. Intuition often solves problems that are beyond the grasp of the reasoning power. Intuition often comes with a suddenness that is startling. It reveals the truth for which we are searching so directly that it seems to come from a higher power. Intuition can be cultivated and developed. In order to do this, it must be recognized and appreciated. If the intuitive visitor is given a royal welcome when he or she comes, he or she will come again. The more cordial the welcome, the more frequent his or her visits will become. But if he or she is ignored or neglected, he or she will make his or her visits few and far apart. So what I get the most from 22 is just the whole focus around intuition. A lot of people may not be in touch or in tune with their intuition because they may just not recognize it, or they just might not give it that much thought, or they might not know themselves or who they are, who they could be enough to even realize whenever their intuition is trying to send them a message or show them something. So a way that you can kind of activate or strengthen your intuition is by looking at intuition as a visitor. If you have a visitor and you don't really welcome it, you don't really acknowledge your visitor when they show up to your door, you're just like, is that somebody? I guess not. I'll just ignore the doorbell. That wasn't nobody. Whenever you have this gut feeling, or you have maybe the deja vu, or whatever may go on in your life that you may think is your intuition trying to give you a message, if you just kind of disregard it and you don't really focus on it, or it just goes over your head and you never really try to get back or try to realize or analyze what's going on and what your intuition is trying to tell you, then your intuition is, if it was a visitor, is not going to come as often as it could. But if you do acknowledge and welcome and appreciate your intuition and have faith whenever you have that gut feeling, whenever you have that feeling in your heart or just in your soul, or that just like immediate knowing, and then you take action with it, you trust it, and you go along with it, the more often you do that, the more often your intuition will show up and bless you. So that's what I took away from 22. Now I'm going to go over to 25. Every obstacle conquered, every victory gained will give you more faith in your power, and you will have greater ability to win. Your strength is determined by your mental attitude. If your attitude is one of success and is permanently held with an unswerving purpose, you will attract to you from the invisible domain the things you silently demand. By keeping the thought in mind, it will gradually take tangible form. A definite purpose sets causes in motion, which go out in the invisible world and find the material necessary to serve your purpose. So what I got mostly from 25 is having a definite goal or purpose and positively thinking about it, having this uplifting feeling when you think about your purpose. You think about your purpose or your goal and you get excited, and you continuously having that excited feeling and sticking to and being faithful to your purpose will bring you unimaginable blessings. But also, don't be fooled by the disguises that your blessings may come at you with. Your blessings may come in a disguise. For example, let's say I'm putting out this intention or this frequency, or I'm just wanting, I'm praying for, whatever you may want to call it, a new house. And then all of a sudden my house burns down. And I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I was praying and asking and wishing for a new house. Now my house got burned down. Well, hold on, divine timing. You did put out a signal for a new house, and the universe is answering your call. But if you get too stuck in your emotions, you won't allow for those blessings to manifest in the way that it needs to. You will be looking at your blessing as a curse, because now that your house has burned down, the universe is going to give you an even better house than you even imagined. It needed for your house to burn down, because you probably were putting out a frequency so strong and you wanted a new house really soon. So the universe was like, okay, we're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for you. Here you go. Burn down this house. Boom. You don't need to know how, why, when you will get that other house. Don't focus so much on the how, the why, and the when. Just have the faith. Keep on positively having the faith in your purpose and your goals, and the universe will bless you. That's what I get from number 25. So now we're going to go to the application. For your exercise this week, concentrate as nearly as possible in accordance with the method outlined in this lesson. Let there be no conscious effort or activity associated with your purpose. Relax completely. Avoid any thought of anxiety as to results. Remember that power comes through response. Let the thought dwell upon your object until it is completely identified with it, until you are conscious of nothing else. If you wish to eliminate fear, concentrate on courage. If you wish to eliminate lack, concentrate on abundance. If you wish to eliminate disease, concentrate on health. Always concentrate on the ideal as an already existing fact. This is the germ cell, the life principle which goes forth and sets in motion those causes which guide, direct, and bring about the necessary relation, which eventually manifest in form. So for this application, concentrate so much on a goal or a desire that you would like, so much that you become engulfed in it and you can't see anything else. Concentrate. If you're trying to concentrate on, you want to feel an emotion, you just want to feel happy. See yourself happy. Feel those feelings of what it would feel like for you being happy. And that's all you can think about in that moment for about 2 minutes or however long you want to do this exercise. Engulf yourself in that feeling and see it, visualize it, and be it. And something to take away from this is whenever you are trying to manifest something or you're trying to create something in your reality, don't focus on what you don't want. And that might seem very like duh, obviously, but you may do it more than you think you do. For example, if I ask you, what do you want in a relationship? And you say, well, I don't want somebody that lies to me. I don't want somebody that's gonna sneak around. I don't want somebody that's dumb. I don't want I'm like, well, like, what do you want in a relationship? And all you're really giving me is examples of what you don't want. You're so focused on maybe past relationships and what you don't want. You're so afraid of not getting that, that's all you can focus on, and all you want is somebody that's not like that. So you might actually be manifesting things and people in your life that are going to give you that, because that's what you're focusing on. So instead, focus on the love that you would love somebody to give to you. Focus on the happiness that somebody will be able to provide you. Instead of focusing on what you don't want in somebody, focus on the things you do want and how those things would make you feel. So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it all the way through to the end of this video, put some shooting star emojis down in the comments or just write shooting star. Hey, it's a beautiful night. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe. I have new videos every week. I'm gonna have a new acro video out this week. I know it's been a little minute since I've done acro, but there's gonna be a new one this week. And also, little public announcement, I guess. I am no longer going to be on BIGO that much. I'm gonna still have the app, but I'm not gonna be on it as much. I'm gonna kind of move over to other things and kind of focus on other things. I'm gonna more so focus on YouTube and Instagram. So Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on here. Be a part of this movement. Be a part of this journey, this community of us loving one another, wanting to spread information for everyone to absorb and take in and give to other people. Whatever experience that I have gone through that may have helped me or not have helped me, I like to just kind of express that and let you in on some things, because if I benefit from something, I would love to help somebody else benefit from something. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. So I just come on here and talk about stuff that I feel may be inspiring or may help somebody, you know, in some way, shape, or form. But other than that, many, many, many blessings to you. You are whole, strong, beautiful, powerful, happy, harmonious, and loving. May you and all your loved ones be blessed for the rest of this week. Until next time, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.